go.
It,
Good evening, beautiful folkers. Here we are. We are back again to the concerts, and today Turner Travel let us to do this great interview. Here, beginning in April, we have the honor and being granted to interview a singer of a group from very distant lands. From the other side of the world, Australia. He's Mike, the singer of the Rumjacks, and they play today at the DJ's venue in Vitoria-Gasteiz. Good evening, Mike.
How you doing, man? ¿Cómo estás?
Thanks a lot for letting Brutal Metal do this interview. How was the trip? It's a long way from Australia to Europe.
Yeah, so the whole band, while they're Australian, they all live in Europe.
Oh,
But I'm from Boston.
oh,
So
it's also a long travel.
yeah, it's a long way from Boston to Europe. But not as far as Australia.
So many kilometers.
Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to ask you to introduce your mates of the band because not all people here know them.
Yeah, I sing in the band. I'm the new singer. And yeah, the other guys, they're back at the venue.
So, first question. We know a lot of people ask you about this, but we don't know. How you decided to name the band as the Rumjacks?
I believe when the band was sitting around thinking of names, they wrote down like 100 different names and they were all bad. And they didn't even like Rumjacks, but that was the one that they didn't like the least. So they said, okay, we'll keep that. So it was just a list of possible names.
Curious. How did you start singing?
By accident. When I was 14, I was in a fight with some of the kids in my school. We're friends, of course, but they said, "No, you can't play guitar." And I said, "Watch, I'll go buy a bass guitar and start a band and play the talent show." And in 2 weeks, me and my friends learned Blitzkrieg Bach so we could play against the other band. And it was a competition, but yeah, so that was how I started.
You were young. And what is your idol singer that made you decide to be a singer?
I would say watching the band The Bouncing Souls, the singer Greg Adanito. I always liked just that band, and yeah, The Bouncing Souls made me want to play punk rock.
You are not the first singer in the Rumjacks, but how was the purpose to enter the band, or how was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really easy process joining the band because I was already friends with the guys in the band. So when they decided to kick out the old singer, it was very natural that I came in. So it felt very smooth. It was a smooth transition.
And going to the present, the band present today Brass for Gold. The album cover shows two helpers crossed with each other and got maybe 2 years of width on the sides. Does it have any meaning?
Yeah, so the two weapons are old Scottish pikes. So they were Scottish weapons from like hundreds of years ago. And so those are crossed with barley for whiskey on the outside. And the designer, she's actually from Spain. And yeah, I met her at a festival, and she's an extremely talented artist. So we worked together. I kind of had this idea, and she made it come to life.
So that's who made the album. Tell her name or his name.
Yeah, Teresa Vendetta. She lives in London now, but she's Spanish.
And did you and the other members of the Rumjacks told her some indication of what would you like to be in the album cover?
Yeah, so I actually drew the initial design with the pipes and the barley, and I said, all right, just do this better than I can, because I'm not an artist, but I knew what I wanted it to look like. And then after she sent it to me, I'm a graphic designer, so I made it have like a leather texture in a woven, yeah, so I did all the graphic design afterwards.
That remembers also to me to a bagpiper of Spain, Nartigara of Sauron, that in the first albums he started drawing the album cover,
Yeah.
and at the end he made a friend. No, I'm drawer, I draw. He also competed with the Iron Maiden drawer,
Nice.
and he told him, please do this better than me.
Yeah. It's all about finding people who can make your idea better, you know?
Yes. After the success of Hestia, you go to the studio to record Brass for Gold, but the COVID-19 pandemic changed your plans and delayed you. How have you liked this time of pandemic as a musician?
For me, obviously it's terrible that anybody would get sick in the world. You know, I want everyone healthy. But what I was able to find was that I had time to just sit down, not go out, stay in my apartment, and just write an album. And so, you know, I made the best of it, even though it was a, you know, bad situation.
Have you dedicated yourself to composing or learning any more instruments?
When I joined the band, I had to learn tin whistle.
Oh,
I don't really play that well. I just simply had to do it, you know. But
it's a difficult instrument.
Yeah,
because there are a lot of whistles.
Yeah. It's easy to start playing, but it's hard to make it sound good, you know.
I know a friend, he is Saga from Ignitia, a band from Spain, of Madrid, and I think he have lost the number of whistles he have.
Yeah.
I
Right now, I'm
think
holding
he
down
more or
the-
less have 50 or less.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he knows every whistle. It's like, how can you remember all the whistles? 50 whistles.
I have 3 on stage.
And 2 months ago, you released the video of Mountain Main. What anecdotes can you tell us about the video?
Yeah, so Founding Maine, we had 1 day to shoot a video before we all went back home. It was at the end of our tour, and we were in Italy, and we found the area we wanted to shoot in. I wanted it to look like outside, cloudy and stormy, but we got to the location, and it was bright, beautiful, sunny, beachside Italy.
Good
So
day.
we waited.
Like today?
It was a good day, but we didn't want a good day. We wanted a cloudy day. So we waited till
Like
the
today
sun.
here in Victoria.
Yeah. We waited till the sun went down, and this guy let us shoot the video on his boat. He was just he had a boat. He was in the harbor. And we said, "Hey, can we shoot a music video on your boat?" And he said, "Yeah, okay." And it worked out. It was awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was cool.
Something that things you, in the moment you see, I want that. It will be perfect.
If you're respectful and you ask, that's all you can do. You know?
Yes. When did you choose the song for video clip?
It's I think because it's the first song on the album, and we just like the energy, and it just felt like it had to be one of the first songs we put out.
How was the return of the concerts?
It's been awesome. Just to see people just going crazy and circle pitting and stage diving, throwing beers and everything. It's awesome. It's like finally we're back to it.
Yes, that was something I was going to ask you about. Also, you have done concerts with people seated and wearing masks.
We did 2 of those. I didn't like it.
No.
It's weird.
It's very sad.
It's like
People in their seats, they cannot dance, they can jam, they cannot drink,
yeah, it's awkward.
and also with the mask, because when you're playing, you can see the expression of the people. You can see people smile or singing.
I don't even know if they're singing along because all I hear is the music, and they're just.
Yes,
It's weird.
it's people like,
Yeah.
I can move. I want to move, but I can't.
Yeah. We did 2 shows like that, and that was it.
I think for the group and for the people.
Yeah.
What song do you recommend to the fans or who don't know from your album Brass for Gold?
Rasper Gold, we have this song called Blood Soaked in Chorus, and it's like It's like a London two-tone style song with like Celtic Irish instruments, and it's just a really cool mix. That's a fun one. And then Bouncing Main is just it is exact. It's like it sounds like the genre Celtic punk. We didn't go too far outside. It's just exactly what that song is. But it's a good song. You know, it's fun to play live. Yeah, all the songs are a little bit different on that album, but we like it.
Fans, please pay attention to Mike and listen Brass for Gold. And ending the interview, two last and very difficult questions.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The first, if a band had to do a cover song by the Rumjacks, what song and what band would you like to do it?
If a band had to cover the Rumjacks, okay, it would be really cool if the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones covered Blood Soaked in Chorus. I think they would do it well. Maybe, or the Bouncing Souls, but I don't know. That's a tough one.
And the last question, what do you recommend the young bands that are just starting out?
Keep writing music. Write music as much as you can. It's not about putting everything out, it's about having a lot of songs to choose from to go, you know what, these are our top good songs, and the more you write, it's just practice. Writing music is like a muscle, you flex it, you get better at it. Just keep writing, it's, you know, it's only something you get better at as time goes on. And just, yeah, play shows and have fun with it. If you're not having fun, what's the point of doing it?
Well, Mike, thank you very much for letting us do this interview. We hope the concert in Victoria will be incredible and bring you out many smiles and also with your own folk.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having me, and we're really happy to be here, to be in Basque Country. It's been a dream. So.
And you, Brutal Folkers, keep giving us support. Visit our web www.brutalfolkmetal.com because we are dwarves taking the under steps with two things, health and brutal folk. See you!